Hey, welcome to Punk Rock Cooking Show. I'm Billy. I'm your host. Host with the most. Yeah! Anyways, this is episode 3. This week we're going to be doing a hand-tossed pizza. And we're going to take it up a little notch with habaneros on that sucker. And it's going to make us sweat. But a good hot pizza is good. Hot pizza, hand-tossed pizza. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah! Hot pizza. The ingredients we're going to use today on the pizza, we got a bunch of mushrooms. Some mushrooms. Already pre-sliced. We got our nice green bell pepper. I don't know what it is, but green bell pepper on pizza, it's like something I crave, but I don't like it on anything else. Not much else to do with it. And then got the sweeter bell peppers. You got our red, yellow, and orange reds. Those are really good. A nice red onion. Got some habanero peppers. Woo, those ought to add some heat to the mix. Our nice red sauce I get from a local deli here in town. I really like their pizza sauce. Some pepperonis. And then we got the dough, which is rising in here right now. Here, take a little peek at that. Ooh, look at that dough. It's rising up there. Just getting ready. And that's about it. I think. Besides, mozzarella cheese and, yeah. 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 That was pretty weak. Anyways. Let's get started. We're gonna start chopping broccoli. We'll give them a little rinse first. Safety first. Monsanto's got their hands in everything. Great. Glyphosate from Roundup. They spray on all our food now. Get that off of there. Gotta love Monsanto. That's a good idea. Just kind of rub it around. Yeah, it can't be too safe. That was pretty weak. Anyways, gonna start cutting up some of our vegetables here. We're gonna just go ahead and start cleaning them up. Get that crap out of the inside of those bell peppers. I might hyper speed this because you're not gonna want to watch me do each one of these, I don't think. Chopping it up. Nice little dull. Not dull enough to lose a finger though. Next is, I think we'll get these suckers going. Fill those up with some water. You never know, there might be poo residual, and we don't want mushrooms with poo. And if, I could put magic mushrooms on this pizza, that would be something crazy, wouldn't it? Woo! Be a spiritual pizza for sure. Strong onion there, give me some dares! Woo! Now let's get cutting up on these habanero babies. Habanero! They should call them hot narrows, because they're hot. Making sure we get all those seeds out. The difference between sweating and bleeding from them. Habanero time! Should I wipe my face? I bet you'd like to see that, wouldn't you? I want to cut these up pretty good. This is probably amount of habaneros here. I'd say probably equal to, oh, maybe quarter pound of jalapenos. But man, when you cook them on pizza, there's just something about it, that heat, and it doesn't burn your mouth so much. I mean, it definitely gets warm, but it's not uncomfortable to eat them. But boy, it just heats you up. My head starts sweating. Funny how when you're cutting up hot things, your face starts itching. It's like it wants you to just scratch it. I don't know what that is. It's some sort of sadomasochistic thing or something. But I ain't falling for it. I would have fallen for it a couple years ago, but this old crusty punk, man, I've been around the block. Haha, thought it was that. Now that's the hand that's dangerous right there. Alright, so we got these cut up. Find ourselves a nice little dish to toss those in. I always recycle. Why buy Tupperware? There's enough of it in our grocery stores. Every time you buy something, it comes in a plastic container. If you're not reusing those, sorry. Lack of intelligence, literally. Don't buy stuff like that. Recycle, reuse. Use it till it falls apart. I even use these now for when I get like the baby spinach, and I use this as my dish pan. So multi-uses, right? Somebody's got to save the earth, even if it's an old crusty punk. Actually feel those habaneros burning my fingers. That's how hot they are. Maybe that's imaginary, but I don't think so. Next up, green bell pepper. And these ones, they're good in chunks or ringettes, but I think we'll do them in chunks. They're better that way. I like to keep all my toppings separate. See lots of them. Well, first things first, let's get started with our dough. We'll get our ingredients out of the way. We're going to make our dough right here. We've got to roll it out with the rolling pin a little bit before we start hand tossing it and forming it into the circle of death. The pizza crop circle. Yeah, something. So we'll go ahead and get started with the dough. And what we're going to do is put some flour down so it don't stick to the counter. Just kind of spread that around. Keep that handy. We'll probably use that again. So, got our dough. Chunky. Woo! There we go. And just kind of spread that out with your fingers. Kind of get some of the air out of the dough. Because we don't want big bubbles popping up in the oven. That's frickin' bull crap. Anyway, how I start. Get ourselves a nice little roller. And you want to add flour to the dough as you're doing it because it'll keep it from snapping back to its original form. And we want to roll it out nice and even. Start from the center and really move the sides. Nice circular. And like I said, hand toss. So take this flour, spread that around. Good shake. Spread that around. A good shake. Woo! Woo! You thought I was kidding, huh? Woo! 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 That's it. Hand toss, my friend. I don't know what that does to it, but it does look good and it sounds good, right? So, grab ourselves a pizza tin. I imported this from Italy. Not really, it came from the dollar store. But it works. Don't want too much flour left on there, but we got it nice, perfect to the size. It's rolled out, got most of the air out of it. Pretty fast. Kind of pull that up. That's about it for the dough. Alright, so we got our dough ready. It's on the pie tin. Got going. We're going to preheat our oven. We got our oven preheated to 400 degrees. Probably be 15 to 20 minutes to cook it. So we're going to start first, is what we're going to start with is the sauce. That's a mess. Anyways, clean that up later. So the best thing to use for sauce is a big spoon. Make sure we mix that up good. Just want to put a couple good scoops in there. And then using the back side of the spoon, you just do circular. Kind of spreading it out. This is what I learned when I was a youth. I got skills. Mad pizza skills. Who doesn't like pizza? Pizza's a survival food, literally. Give it a good mix around. Next thing is mozzarella cheese. Buffalo mozzarella would have been good, but I didn't have the time and I'm too lazy to shred it. So you just want a nice even layer of cheese around there. You don't want too thick, because it'll spread out as it melts. But we want to make sure we cover everything. Cheese is good! Alright, that ought to do. That's plenty of cheese. Then our next topping is the pepperoni! Always put pepperoni from left or from right to left. Always put pepperoni from right to left. You don't want to go the other way. Trust me. You'll have a small inner explosion happen in the oven. I've seen it happen before. So always put the pepperoni from right to left, clockwise. Unless you're in Russia. If you're in Russia or in Japan on the other side of the world, you actually go left to right with the pepperoni. Same thing with the toilets. Whichever way the water goes down the toilet when you flush it, that's the way you put the pepperoni on the pizza. It's not rocket science. And then the next topping. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to do these bell peppers. Start with the red, orange, and yellows. I'm going to go ahead and put some of these greens on there. Woo, looking pretty. It's all about the color coordination. You notice the jacket. Notice how the foods match the jackets. Are you folks picking up on this? There's some creativity going on here, deeper than just the straight pizza. You see what I'm doing here? Yeah, okay. Think outside the box, folks. Think outside the box. Okay, then the next one, we'll go ahead and do some mushrooms. It's okay to pad that shit down. It's getting a little rambunctious here. Toppings are going to be piled pretty high. Then we're going to take our red onions. Alright. And then the piece de resistance, habaneros. Habaneros, we want to make sure we spread these around good. So she's looking pretty good, huh? Look at that bad burner, huh? Look at that. That there's a pizza pie if you ever seen one. Alright, so we're all done with our toppings, and the next step is just go ahead and put it in the oven. We went ahead and preheated. We preheated the oven to 400 degrees. Usually takes about 20 minutes cooking time, 20 to 30 minutes max, but usually about 20-25 minutes is what I found. So it's time to put this sucker in the oven. Go ahead and get her in there. Well, it looks like it's time to check the pizza. We'll take a peek at it. I generally like to check it right at the end, and then sometimes it just depends on what's going on. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Got a little drainage going off on the end here, but we'll get snapped back. I like to turn it. Get a little turn. And maybe we'll put it back in for another 4 or 5 minutes. Cool. Almost done. So time for the pizza to come out of the oven. The truth. Oh yeah, look at that bad burning. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. That's that sucker up there. Just to cool down a little bit. Alright, so pizza's out of the oven. Check that bad burner out. She's a fine looking pizza, that is. So we went ahead and let the pizza kind of simmer down a little bit. Let it cool off. When it comes out of the oven, it's pretty hot. So we'll try and get it off of this if possible. There's a front of there. There we go. Pizza rolly thing cutter, but those things suck. So just use a knife. Oh yeah, look at that bad burner. There's your slice. So hey, thanks for joining us this week on Punk Rock Cooking Show. It's episode 3. We made ourselves a hand-tossed pizza. It came out really good. Looks really good. I can't wait to take a bite of this. Again, that habanero, that makes it kind of punk rock. Because boy, let me tell you, it's going to take some heat up there. My hair will probably start sweating. But let's go ahead and give it a try, huh? Oh yeah, that's good with them habaneros. Not too hot. It just takes it up a little bit. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and then hit the like button if you like this video. Please leave some comments down below if there's something you'd like to see me cook in the future, or you have any other kind of toppings that you like to put on pizza that you'd like to suggest. That'd be great to hear from you. Anything unusual. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm gonna enjoy my pizza. I wish I could share it with you. Here, there's your piece. MK Ultra. Hey, so thanks for hey. Boy, I can feel the heat already. My hair's starting to sweat. But it's good. I'm gonna enjoy this. Probably drink a jug of orange juice while I'm eating it because it's pretty warm, but it's good warm. Start off with just a little bit of habaneros. Don't overdo it because boy, it doesn't take much to make you drip and sweat when you eat it. But we'll see what we do next week. Thanks for joining us this week on Punk Rock Cooking Show. Again, we made ourselves a habanero pizza. Wow. The habanero's hot. Let me tell you, it makes it a punk rock pizza for sure. My head's sweating already, and I'm only in one bite. I can't wait to eat a little more of it. Maybe I'll film some more later and show you how wet my hair gets from just eating this pizza. I'm gonna eat another bite. Seriously, that's really good. Definitely beats that freezer burn bullshit comes in a cardboard box any day. Add habaneros. It really changes your whole experience because it just adds heat. It doesn't really burn your mouth, but it adds heat. Like my hair's sweating right now. That's it, Punk Rock Cooking Show. See you next week. Well, that's it. See you next week, kiddos.